Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Goff going to look to throw right away. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Goff. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 2, Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back.
Can I hit that quarterback in the face? If I do it, can I hit that quarterback in the face? I want to do it. Can I hit that quarterback in the face? Let's go.
Third and 2, Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Can I hit that quarterback in the face?
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A very particular set of skills.
29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. It's Eckler again. 7 yards there and a first down. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the 50, it's gone. Hunter Henry brings it in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Inside handoff, Penny, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it didn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll take this to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Khalil Mack. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Again, it's Penny.
Come on.
There's a space here. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 78 yards yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Great
run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 1 from the 2. Coming left is Hill. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win, and the defense is coming.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Justice Hill taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fields now to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. James Mitchell. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Commanders have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be
I'm gonna stick your ass, and I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass bad luck motherfucker standing here.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And for the 3rd time here, this half is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now Fields. Outright, he finds Tolbert. Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And I'm going to stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
Down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
They'll run it again with Penny. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because
it's a waste of my time. It's a waste of time on here.
Already, and we still have almost a full.
You're so weak.
The Jags get to him as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing on second and long. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Everybody in that goddamn
Jamison Williams making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging,
are you not entertained?
Streaking downfield
Are you not
entertained? Here in the stadium, you could just sense the ground thinking, oh, no.
Is that why you were here?
And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on next-gen stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half are now following them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting
out of here? I'm going to stick your ass, and I'm going to stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad-luck motherfucker standing here.
Reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Always orange, always orange.
Goff now looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Some quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and long. It's Goff. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The difference is one is all pro, one is all Madden. When you're playing online, it's all pro.
On play action, Fields.
Oh yeah, they changed the gameplay. You can feel it.
Sack. Dalvin Tomlinson coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long. It's Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Always got some breathing room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Austin's got it left side. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Running left, it's Penny. And forget that 100-yard
I'm gonna stick your ass. And I'm gonna stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
Lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's gone. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Fields. Completes it to Austin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On second and very short, Fields. He'll get this to Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
A very particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Up the middle with Eckler. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Eckler again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Penny up the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I'm going to stick him, and I'll definitely stick this little janky-ass, bad-luck motherfucker standing here.
To see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
The handoff, running left is Penny. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and inches, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They started on the ground with Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defensive.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Fields throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown.
That's a waste of my time. That's a waste of my time.
Well,
That's a waste of time right here.
If anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to the start of the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was,
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will
I'm
get
gonna
the
stick
football
your ass,
right
and I'm
at
gonna
the
stick him,
20-yard line.
and I'll definitely stick this little janky ass, bad luck motherfucker standing here.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
You're sorry.
That should
That's a waste of my
about
time.
do it.
That's a waste of my time. That's a waste of time right here.
With a defensive touchdown.
Ah, you're so weak. You're a waste of my time.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
the organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that.
Are you not entertained?
For a score.
Are you not entertained?
Taken in at the 3.
Is this not why you were here?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. One last throw here for Goff. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The CD always a little extra excitement.
Everybody in that
for week 1 and one of our
goddamn
early
dressing room
window
knows that I'm the best.